Jen Psaki is a legend in the field is the title of today's briefing room. I can't imagine why. Let's roll it, G. Okay, here we go. Crank it up.
It's a real privilege and honor for me to be able to lead this effort with Jen, who is really a legend in this field.
Sounds like we'll have to just look into it a little bit more and see what's required, but it's a good question. Okay. I'll just note that Karine and I are wearing purple in honor of International Women's Day, and as part of his indoctrination into the women-dominated team, Chris is wearing a purple tie. So there you go.
Saw that inauguration.
I will note that the plan that the Senate passed this weekend, some attention, of course, has been paid on the process. We understand that, but we can't lose sight of what the bill actually means for the American people. $1,400 checks for 158.5 million Americans. Look at what we've been able to accomplish in the last 6 weeks. He's on the verge of passing a historic relief bill. We rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement. We ended the discriminatory Muslim ban. He's met with members on both sides of the aisle in the Oval, and he wants to continue to work on a bipartisan basis. Well, first, we can reiterate that we will fight with every tool we have disinformation. We are certainly not new to, or we're certainly familiar with, I should say, the approach and tactics of Russian disinformation efforts. There are the president's priorities are not a secret.
On ARP, should we expect a signing ceremony tomorrow or sometime after the House passes it?
I expect once we believe it's on the path to the president, of course, signing it, and I certainly would expect we'd take a moment to do that once it's done.
There were some 8 million people who were eligible but didn't get
for the tax benefits.
Well, for the $1,400 payments.
For the $1,400 payments, it's a great question. I probably would have to talk to Treasury about their implementation mechanisms here and how they're able to reach those individuals. Well, his preference is not to make changes to the filibuster rules. Certainly, those are policies that he supports.
If I've been vaccinated, why can't I get on a plane?
I would encourage them to ask the CDC the questions. They are the ones who put together those guidelines. God. We do not. Were not involved in the sense of developing them or signing off on them. Of course, we receive regular briefings, but I would direct those questions to the CDC.
Oh, sure.
I don't have any update on that, Josh. It's a good question, but I'll have to talk to our national security team and our COVID team about what that approval process would look like. I'm not aware if that ask has actually been initiated yet. I don't think I have anything more for you on it. It's because he served for 36 years, certainly doesn't hesitate to pick up the phone and have a conversation, whether it's something he agrees with, disagrees with, and that's something he's prone to do even when it's not on his schedule for that day. Just when it comes up and it's an ask somebody makes on the team. There are a couple of factors that we certainly our health team considers. I would say I don't have anything more to read out for you in terms of his specific concerns. Oh, sorry, the minimum wage you asked about. You asked a few things in there, so just trying to unpack them. No, it's totally fine. He's going to work with leaders in the Democratic Party and anyone who's interested in having this conversation about how to move it forward and the best vehicle moving forward.
So that is a commitment. In the next few weeks, we will see him and take questions and follow-ups and so forth.
No, I understand. I just don't have. He's not. His preference is not to make different changes to the rules, to the filibuster rules. Well, can I come back? Because let me go ahead to the back. And we understand that, it's an ongoing discussion about, but we don't have any update in terms of a date or timeline for that discussion. Yeah, he has done about 40 Q&As since he took office, but in terms of a formal press conference, which I understand there's a big
with
focus
his physician,
on. Yes, we will have one
maybe
before
that's
the end
it.
of the month.
And what does it mean going forward? Will we see more of president buy-in? Specifically,
more than 40 Q&As in the last month, or
where he will be submitted to more extensive questions, follow-ups, the kind of thing that we're doing today. Will we see him regularly?
I don't know that you'll see him more than 40 times a month, but I'll have.
What are you talking about?
Wacko
What is that?
40 times a month.
What is that answer? 40 times a month. Well, yeah, no, we don't. I don't think we're going to see him 40 times a month. I don't think somebody yelling a question at him like, "What did you learn today in the briefing?" He says a lot, and walking out qualifies as Q&A.